Easy process, okay. Easy process to be in dhyana, okay, fair enough. We will try to understand from the beginning, okay. Let me tell you very frankly, there are gradual steps. First thing, whenever you want to initiate your journey into meditation, so what you need to understand is your food, which is a very important thing for you. If your food habits and the way you take in the food in your body, that's not proper, you will always face the problem. Because when you talk about dhyana, if you are in the dhyan and you are facing problems in terms of getting distracted every time, sometimes body pains, sometimes you know your thoughts, there are a lot of things which are distracting you. But definitely it's a matter of practice. But as a in fact, you have to understand one thing. From the very beginning, you have to work in the baby steps to achieve this dhyan process and implement the dhyana process, okay. So now my concern is here, like your food should be actually, you should have uh, you should follow intermittent fasting first. Number one, 12 hours to 16 hours gap is always recommended when you talk about how to get the food into your body, okay. And here most of the people are doing that, like they're going for the cooked food. Cooked food is not considered as good. And cooked food means, I mean to say, once having a cooked food is a good, but the most important thing is having in your diet, if you are having 70 to 80%, or rather I would say 90% also, that will be recommended, highly recommended. If you are going through having raw foods or vegetables, you can always do saute, and then you can have vegetables in order to get work out your salt cravings. That will help you. You can just saute some vegetables, and then you can have it with the olive oil. You can do that. And focus on the raw food. That is foremost thing, because your food is, at the end of the day, it's your body. You have to understand this. Once your body is ready, then next step comes. In the next step, now what you are supposed to do, your focus, you need to actually focus on your asana part. Whatever you are doing, you break down the entire process into small small things. First thing is your food, second thing is your asana. It could be Sukha Asana, Siddha Asana. You want to sit into any of the asana, you can sit. These are some of the very basic asana, and actually very core asanas which help you lot, to achieve in the meditation process. Okay. So I mean to say here, you have to understand one thing. You have to do practice. For example, you are sitting for the first week, you are sitting for the 15 minutes. If you are a beginner, second week, go to 20 minutes or 25 minutes. Third week, then fourth week, increase 5 to 10 minutes, depending upon your capacity. 5 to 10 minutes increase, and till the time you reach very comfortably at 1 hour process. Like 1 hour, it's not a problem, no pains, nothing. And if you have achieved that, then your third step will begin. But for that, at least you try to fix these things. These are very very important part. Because if your base is not strong for the meditation, you will suffer in the dhyan. You can't be distracted again and again. If you are getting distraction, you will be depressed. Then in that case, you will feel low in terms of your energy. You will feel, I'm not able to implement. So don't get into those negative thoughts. Just follow the process in baby steps. So food, then asan, then further, third step comes, which is called your pranayam. Pranayam means your breathing pattern, the way you are breathing, the way in the third step, what you are supposed to do is, like, you have to sit very calmly in the sukha asana or siddha asana. You can sit, and then simply become the witness of your breathe. The point, like, your breathe is coming, you have to simply witness. Don't involve. Okay. Then it's getting exhaled. Witness. Don't involve. You have to simply follow these things. These are very very important things for you. And once, when you will start this process, what will happen, lot of thoughts will come. Lot of thoughts will come. You cannot imagine, those kind of old, kind of things, grudges, jealousies, and sometimes cravings, sometimes your desires. All those thoughts will surround you, but you should not be part of those thoughts. You should come out of those thoughts. In terms of how to manage that, like, you simply have to imagine one thing, like you are sitting by the side by the side of road, and you're watching the vehicles which are coming, going, coming, going. When you are watching, you don't sit on any vehicle and then go. You may think about that. Some suppose Mercedes went, oh, I think I should have Mercedes. Then if you think you should have Mercedes, you traveled with that thought. You should not travel with that thought. Stop traveling. Just focus on breathe. Come back again. Then again the process will continue. You have to implement this thing also. 15 minutes you are focusing on breathe, then take a break. 15 minutes after that, increase the time. Then after, take next break on 20 minutes, but 20 minutes utter concentration on your, you know concentration means, I mean to say, simply witnessing. You should not take or leave the breath. You should not support the process. You should only see the process from the outside. And when you will be seeing the process from the outside, actually, then the entire process here comprehensively completed. And now, as a practitioner, as a beginner, you have to sit calmly, and you have to follow the entire process. Like, you are sitting here calmly, then breathe comes, breathe goes, breathe comes, breathe goes. Thoughts are also coming. Don't ignore that thought, or don't ignore, even don't watch them. Just watch, breathe. Just watch, breathe. Just watch, breathe. Just watch, breathe. If you're watching the breathe, that will help you to focus on the breathe, and you have to actually be there only. That is, when you are actually there, that means you are now focus. You are in present. That means you are in present. Focusing breathe means you are in present. And what do you mean by meditation? Meditation is something, you know, actually, you are happy, you are in present, you are not in the past, you are not in the future, you are not dragged by any thoughts, you are not dragged. Dragged is the right word to, when thoughts actually pull you and they take you, sometimes in the future, sometimes in the past. But when you are in like focusing, you are in sync with your breath, you are in the present. You have to be in the present. That is real meditation. And if you are staying for long in the meditation, that means you are staying long in the present, and actually that contributes lot of, in terms of your happiness, in terms of your understanding, in terms of your, when you talk about, sometimes people ask, sir, when we will meditate, what will happen? Actually, your all five koshas will be rightly channelized and activities. Okay, activates, I mean to say, your panch kosha. Okay, your, for example, you are having your koshas, your annamay kosh, your pranamay kosh. Okay, so you have to understand these things. Your manomay kosh, right? And then further comes your vijnanamay kosh, right? And last but not the least, your anandamay kosh. You are in the ananda. Anand means happiness. That happiness actually comes not from, outside. That comes from inside, by simply focusing on your Ketu, not the Rahu or other planets. This is how you have to understand. So, for getting the moksha, you have to channelize your Ketu. I hope everything is clear with this video. Still, if you have any questions, you can ask me. I'm there to help you. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.